In a lot of ways, prisoners can be deadly, even inside prison cells. But what are prisoners? A prisoner is a person legally held in prison as a punishment for crimes they have committed or while awaiting trial. These crimes include murder, rape, terrorism, domestic violence, kidnapping, robbery, assault, and in some cases even child abuse. And so prisoners tend to have restricted rights, depending on the depth of their actions and/or crimes. Some prisoners, instead of spending a lifetime rotting behind bars, would consider death sentences to be their punishment. The question arises, should they have the right to choose death over life sentences? I say no. Prisoners should not have the right to choose death over life sentences for three reasons. 1. It serves as an easy way out for criminals. 2. It disregards the rule of law implemented by the government itself. And 3. It promotes hypocrisy and disdains ethical moral standards. Many would say that prisoners should have the right to choose death over life sentences due to the fact that they are worthless people and that they deserve the punishment that will surely be life-ending. What good would they bring in the world anyways if they would just rot in prison cells? However, allowing a prisoner to be killed, even with their consent, means that we granted their wish. It would be equivalent to giving them an easy way out of life. In the first place, they shouldn't even have these kinds of decisions. Actually, life imprisonment is deadlier than death sentences. Both sentences just lead to the death of the prisoner or the criminal. However, the only difference that lies between life imprisonment and death sentences is that life imprisonment comes with the outraging consequences of torture. In one case, Van Dien Blieken was convicted of several sexual offenses in his early 20s before being imprisoned for life for sexually assaulting and murdering 19-year-old woman Christiane Remakel in 1989. According to psychologists, he was diagnosed with an incurable medical condition, which means that there is no way for him to change his ways. As a result, he called on the Belgian Justice Minister to allow him to be killed. His request was granted and was scheduled to be killed on the 11th of January 2015. However, days before the scheduled killing, the procedure was cancelled as the doctors recommended that he be transferred to a treatment facility. Plus, it could be seen as a free get-out-of-jail card rather than being truly punished for his wrongful actions, Nedim 2015. On another note, it disregards the rule of law implemented by the government itself. The 1987 Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines, Article 3, Section 1, states that no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall any person be denied the equal protection of the laws. This means that granting the prisoner's wish without justifiable reasons should not be allowed. Even though the prisoner himself or herself wants him or her killed, it would neglect the law stated earlier. Lastly, another reason why they shouldn't be allowed to choose is that it promotes hypocrisy and disdains ethical moral standards. As described by Carter McNamara, an expert in organizational development and change, moral values are relative values that protect life and are respectful of the dual life value of self and others. As we all know, the government itself will be the one killing the prisoner. However, they are the ones implementing around that we should not kill, which would be hypocritical on the government's part. Moreover, killing the prisoner would now disdain the prisoner's protection to life. As said, moral values are respectful of the dual life value of self and others. However, the life of the prisoner was taken, which violates ethical moral standards. So no, We should not give prisoners the right to choose death over life sentences, as not only would it technically be disadvantageous to them, but also would it be illegal and hypocritical on the government's part. Rather than eliminating them, I believe that it would be better to let them rot, and to abolish their right to practice their own volition. Thank you.